Cardano will skyrocket soon. Watch this video until the end to find out what experts revealed about how many Cardano you need to own to get life-changing wealth by 2030. A trusted crypto analyst, Crypto Jeb, believes that he is seeing a 20 to 30 times price increase if Cardano continues on its trajectory. Additionally, he thinks that it will be a trillion-dollar cryptocurrency. It is his opinion that this is conservative due to everything that's happening with blockchain technology, as well as the fact that it will apply to millions of people, hundreds of millions of people, and dozens, if not hundreds, of government around the globe. Further, he believes that the crypto market is heavily influenced by short-term fundamentals and technicals at the moment, which is very bearish. In the meantime, he believes that many of the things taking place in the crypto world, as well as in the geopolitical realm, are actually illustrating why Bitcoin and crypto were created in the first place. Then we have people in Ukraine who cannot deposit money into their bank accounts. The ruble has dropped 30% in Russia within 3 weeks of the start of the conflict. With the dollar falling, it has dropped from 1.3 cents down to less than 0.9 cents since February 17th. What you may be seeing right now is that all these geopolitical factors are having short-term negative effects on Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptocurrency markets. Having seen Cardano drop under $1 has of course affected people wanting to get out, but it's also taking the attention away from a lot of things happening in Eastern Europe. The current situation in oil prices and the current situation in financial sovereignty is revealing themselves. Ultimately, Bitcoin was created for this purpose, to provide individuals with financial control and autonomy over their finances. Meanwhile, the global economy is receiving a lot of uncertainty right now, and thus it is draining a lot of risk assets. Does this present a good opportunity for Cardano, or is now not the right time to consider these risk assets? According to Crypto Jeb, now is a great time for every asset, including Cardano and Bitcoin. As you know, there is an old saying that billionaires are made in recessions, because when people have capital sitting on the sidelines, if the stock market drops 18 to 22%, or if crypto drops 50%, as we saw in March of 2020, then those investments are less volatile than Bitcoin and crypto, since people who have cash sitting on the sidelines can keep that cash in what is called stable coins, fiat currencies, or some other investment vehicle. Those drops in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are allowing them to take advantage of those price drops. Therefore, he believes that now is an excellent time to invest in long-term positions. Nevertheless, if you're considering short-term positions, you might want to be extra careful if there's much uncertainty there. Cardano is a cryptocurrency, and for those of you who have never heard of it, how does it compare with the other layer 2 cryptocurrencies out there? Therefore, Crypto Jeb stated, based on his interview with Charles Hoskinson, who is the founder of Cardano, and stating that this crypto is worth $30 billion for a reason, and that is because it was built for people and a purpose. Cardano was built around principles and purpose in a way very similar to how Bitcoin and Ethereum were built around principles and purpose. A purpose for people was at the core of the creation of Cardano. Also, it puts the needs of people before profits. It is people-centered. If they have to make a choice, one of those options will increase their earnings, or two, that decision will create the opportunity to put people's needs first and honor our core value of humility by serving them. In that case, if they're able to decide between these two choices, they'll choose people every single time. That's what Cardano does. While many other projects do the same, one thing that makes Cardano unique is that it is intended as a decentralized application and protocol platform similar to Ethereum, such as Solana or Avalanche, but it does it differently. A lot of Cardano's technology has been thoroughly tested as well as put through the scientific method, and there are hundreds of papers written about it. Moreover, Crypto Jeb believes it is among the most comprehensively researched and developed cryptocurrencies currently available. In doing so, it is making progress rather than having to take one step forward and 2 steps backward to fix problems that could have been averted in the first place. The fact that Cardano wasn't built the right way the first time around allowed it to lay a strong foundation for a cryptocurrency, so to speak, from scratch the first time around without having to redo Ethereum 2.0 or do anything else from scratch. There is no fault in Ethereum for re-engineering after we've already created a 400 billion cryptocurrency. However, Cardano was fortunate to learn from some of the other projects that came before it. This is because Ethereum was the first coin in its class and Cardano was the second to go to market. This is one of the most rigorously tested cryptocurrency projects on the market at the moment, and it's one of the most solid in terms of what it's doing. However, here's the thing. Writing research papers is cool, doing it to help people is a good idea, but what about the actual token economy? Can we expect anything in the next year or so? What are the potential uses for Cardano? In addition to updates to help with their 3 pillars, they have exclusive accountability and decentralized governance. There are 3 major pillars that Cardano strives for, and Charles Hoskinson stressed these points on his channel. They are also able to develop things such as one's decentralized nature because of the different updates that are coming out along Cardano's path. Cardano is very much a decentralized project, and Charles Hoskinson is the leader of it, along with pioneering IOHK and IOG. As a project, though, it has been able to self-develop, and the community has grown beyond him. Lastly, their governance functionality. Additionally, the government is developing applications and implementing new implementations to aid its administration, and there will also be different updates in their inclusive accountability sector. In short, that means anyone can go in and audit everything that's happening on Cardano, so you can hold the developers and other community members accountable for what Cardano is supposed to do. That is something that Cardano is trying to make possible for different governments. Then they're involved in quite a bit of this work this year, working with the state of Wyoming and other municipalities growing around the country. Additionally, they help Nigerian governments to bring online inclusive, accountable systems by working with different African nations, so that the public can verify whether their governments are exactly doing what they say, particularly in this climate of politics we've been experiencing for the past 2 to 3 years. Then people take that very seriously because they have little trust in the government, and Cardano is hoping to change that. But we know that nothing is all sunshine and rainbows in the short term for Cardano, so what is the biggest challenge? As you can see, traditional markets could tank if the global uncertainty continues. However, what does this mean for Cardano? Immediately, gratification and greed are the 2 biggest problems for Cardano, as a lot of people are seeing that Cardano has rallied to $3 on its all-time high, and now it's over $1. And this is because several people say the price of Cardano has dropped, but so did Amazon's price. Then Amazon was down 80 to 90% from all-time highs back in the 90s, but now it's worth $3 trillion. It was centered on fundamentals and implementing a product that people would appreciate and benefit hundreds of millions of people. I believe that one of the biggest threats to Cardano is that there are a lot of people saying that they agreed, but the token price is down by 75%. However, that doesn't matter to anyone, and it's the same thing with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is down 50%, the question that people need to consider is Bitcoin any less Bitcoin today than yesterday? Does it have any less potential in solving the Byzantine general's problem? Or is it any less likely to create the world's first decentralized ledger that is adopted by millions? Does that make it any less of that? No, today it is more secure than ever, and it is better at that than ever before. Taking this into account, the biggest concern would be people not investing in Cardano because they are looking at the price rather than the product. But here's what makes Cardano stand out among the crowd. Unlike most projects in the cryptocurrency space that focus on marketing, Charles Hoskinson told CryptoJeb that they find it hard to do marketing because they are so focused on the product. And that is the thing I would agree with the most, because instead of having great marketing but then backfilling the product because you promise something you haven't delivered, I would rather have a company that has a great product and struggles with marketing. And perfect, because Cardano is doing that. And I think when people realize that, they will regret not buying it while the price is around $1. In your opinion, how much cryptocurrency does the average person need to hold to become wealthy or gain a life-altering gain? As for CryptoJeb, if Cardano continues on its trajectory, he thinks there will be a 20 to 30 times increase. Also, he says it's going to be a $1 trillion cryptocurrency. So to live off wealthy, you probably need at least $1,000 worth of Cardano now at its current price. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. Look in the comments section for what to do. Make sure you click the subscribe and bell buttons.